Hello guys, in this video I will review one of the most popular and used 3x3s that set tons of world records. A lot of people are still using it and get some incredible results. Today we'll make an honest review of the GAN 12 Maglev UV. What's an honest review? Well, I will try to analyze the performance of the cube from several angles. We'll have 7 categories as you can see here. The feeling, the corner cutting, the balance between speed and controllability, the lockup prevention, the mechanism, the overall performance, and the ratio between price and quality. I will grade each category on a scale from 1 to 10, and at the end I will compute the average of these grades. If the average is between 0 and 3, I would consider that the cube is terrible and I will tell you not to buy it. If the average is between 3 and 5, I would consider that the cube is bad and I would not recommend it. If the average is between 5 and 7, I would consider that the cube is acceptable and it may be appropriate for some cubers. If the average is between 7 and 8, I would consider that the cube is good and I would recommend it. If the average is between 8 and 9, I would consider that the cube is very good and I would strongly recommend it. And if the average is above 9, I would consider that the cube is excellent and I would see it as a potential main. So, starting to talk about its overall feeling. Well, it feels really light but in the same time kind of controllable, taking into account this light feeling from the interior. It has a really distinct feeling from all of the other 3x3s on the market. It has primary plastic on the interior which makes it feel soft and smooth, and the classic honeycomb design. The honeycomb design makes the cube faster by reducing the contact surface between pieces. It also helps storing the lube for longer periods and distributes the lube evenly across the cube. Taking this into account and this really nice UV coating which makes the cube glow and offer a better grip, well, I can say it feels like a premium puzzle. So I would give 9.5 points at this category. Let's move on to corner cutting. The corner cutting is decent, it cuts at 45 degrees, but it took me a while to find a setting that allows the cube to cut at 45 degrees. And after setting the puzzle so it can cut at 45 degrees, it became too loose and a little bit uncontrollable, so I will go for 7.5 points here. Now let's talk about the balance between speed and controllability. Well, after setting it to make it cut at 45 degrees, the puzzle became considerably faster. I tried to tighten it and make it more controllable, but by doing that the corner cutting became horrible. So I tried to loosen the puzzle till the corner cutting became decent and then adjust the compression. The cube was still fast but a little bit more controllable. The ratio between speed and controllability is not that great if you want the cube to easily cut at 45 degrees, so that's why here I will give it a 6.5 points. Let's move on to the lockup prevention section. Here it really depends on the turning style. If I'm careful enough when I turn it during speed solving, the lockups are not that frequent. If I turn faster, the cube has some lockups. Considering that my hands could be shaky during a competition, I think that I would encounter a lot of lockups, so that's why I will give another 6.5 points here. Talking about its mechanism, well, it's really complex and I appreciate how much effort GAN tried to put in bringing major innovations along with each puzzle they released, but sometimes I think that some of these aspects are really not necessary. It's true that this puzzle offers you a variety of ways to customize it according to your preferences, but as it always happens to most of the cubes, there are only a few setups that are worth to use out of all the possible settings. It's nice that it has a dual adjustment system that allows you to adjust how far the centers can go, and also the compression that determines how easy it is to move the pieces apart, but after several attempts I barely managed to find a decent setup that allows both some corner cutting and controllability. You can also adjust the magnet settings. I personally use the stock magnets. I tried the other ones, but they are too strong for my turning style or too weak. What I don't like about the magnets is that when I set the corner magnets on the middle setting, after doing some solves the magnets jump in the strongest or weakest setting. It happened to me after doing 2 or 3 solves and it is really annoying because the cube becomes unbalanced. So overall, yes, it's a complex mechanism that offers you a lot of options, but for an OCDistic person like me, even if I find a decent setting, I will always think that maybe there is a better one that I haven't discovered yet. The instructions are clear and show you exactly how the mechanism works, but I don't know how easy are them for someone who didn't have a GAN before. When I firstly tried to set it up, the system exploded, so yeah. I would give 7 points here to the mechanism. Let's move on to the performance of the cube. Considering that I usually average around 8.5 to 9.5 seconds, you saw during the video that my times were around 8 to 9 seconds. So I got some nice single here and there, and overall it was an enjoyable experience to do some solves on this puzzle. There were some lookups at some of the solves, especially when I turned faster, but I really expected that. I think I will give the cube 8.5 points at this category. And we reach out to the last category, is the ratio between price and quality. Well, it's an expensive cube, but taking into account what the puzzle offers in terms of its mechanism and the accessories that come together with this cube, such as replaceable magnets, a cube bag, the adjustment tool, and the setting instructions, I do understand the price. It's a high quality cube with a variety of possibilities of adjusting the puzzle to your preferences. For me, it's not the greatest puzzle, and I couldn't find a specific setting that would make me choose this puzzle as my main. I'll go for 7.5 points here. The price is justified, but there are a lot of other 3x3s cheaper and better than this one. So in the end, if we compute the average of all the previous ratings, we'll get a 7.57. So based on my scale, the cube is good, and yeah, I would recommend it, but only to those who enjoy really fast cubes and have a more accurate turning style. Using a good lube combination, I believe that this cube has a great potential, not to mention how many records were broken with it. If you're looking for a very fast and customizable cube with a lot of premium features, this is a good option. Thank you a lot for watching me. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope to see you soon on my channel. Bye bye!